Hey guys, it's Karol from 11B Studios. I'm glad to be back at Guerrilla Collective because we've been pretty busy for the last 2 years. So first of all, I would like to introduce Luke Whitaker from State of Play, the creators of South of the Circle, because they would like to tell you more about how they are creating games.
I'm Luke Whitaker. I'm creative director of State of Play. We made South of the Circle, which is a narrative adventure game set in Antarctica in the 1960s. We decided on such an unusual setting because I was fascinated by the surreal beauty of Antarctica. Our lead character, Peter's experience in Antarctica, remembering all his past, got me thinking about my own experiences, my own memories, and how my memories of past events are often different to other people's memories of that event. And I got looking into the science of it and realized that what we're doing when we are accessing memories, we're taking them out, we're thinking about them, experiencing them. When they go back, they may be slightly altered. And so over a period of time, we may have completely different memories of an event, and maybe we have a family member who has been telling the same story for 20 years, and it's now very different to the first story they told. We wanted to tell the story about power and the individual, and how these big powers can affect our lives. But the more we worked on this story, the more it became apparent this was a story about the individual and the individual choices we make. And we realized the most interesting thing and the most important thing in our lives are all those small emotional decisions we make and the promises we make in life. Yeah, I want to make people think and feel something. And in South of the Circle, we look at what are the far-reaching consequences of your childhood. And this is why I think video games are a fascinating medium. South of the Circle was a very emotional game to create. It's an emotional game to play, and soon you'll be able to experience this for yourself on consoles and PC.
South of the Circle is the future for us, but it doesn't mean we forget about our past. For me, as one of the creators, it's hard to believe that it's been almost 8 years since the release of this war of mine, and we've been pretty busy during that time. So let me introduce Paweł Michowski, who'll tell you more about it.
This War of Mine is an extraordinary game about civilians in war trying to survive the war, released originally in 2014 on PC, and Final Cut is the ultimate version of the game, released only a month ago on current-gen consoles. The game is special on many layers. It speaks about human dignity in very inhuman times. Imagine being put in a war-torn city where you have to deal with lack of everything: food, medication, treatment, dealing with constant danger. In such horrible times, it takes a lot of cost and heavy effort to stay human, and this War of Mine speaks exactly about it. This War of Mine Final Cut has got a lot of content comparing to the old-gen version, a content unavailable in that one. New civilians, new scenarios, new locations, so practically the game is a few times bigger comparing to the old one. And I need to stress out that in the game there is no tutorial, and you may ask why. It's simple, because in war no one would tell you how to survive. Since 2014 we've been constantly developing the game, adding new story-driven scenarios, a lot of free updates, a ton of content, including even charity content that was directed specifically towards gathering funds for War Child in this case. And lately we've organized donation for Ukrainian Red Cross just by selling the game, and we amounted $1 million almost. So actually this War of Mine is a great example that a game can make a change and be that way something more than just a game.
That's all we've got for you today, and I hope you like it. And having an opportunity to be here, I would like to thank you all for supporting 11bit for so many years, because it's thanks to you that we were able to achieve so many great things. And while speaking about great things, there's actually one more to come, and it's right around the corner. So be sure to follow up 11bit Studios news in upcoming days, because you're gonna like it, trust me.